Should you build a personal brand to sell your online coaching businesses? And if so, how should you be doing that? I know this is a very confusing area right now for a lot of people, but in this video, we're going to answer that question and give two categories of content that you need to focus on to build a personal brand, but also not rely on day-in live content to actually sell your coaching, because we need to do both. We need people to know you, like you, and trust you with your personal brand, but we also need to make sure that they know your business exists to help them. So this is going to explain that for you now. If we look at content, we need to think of it on a scale, a sliding scale. So there is no right, there is no wrong. It just depends on what you're trying to do at any given moment in time. And we're going to create two categories for you to focus on and slide in between. On here, we have the full scale of what your content wants to be. On one side, we have personal branding. This is content that is centered around you, your values, your beliefs, general day in life kind of content, right? People knowing you, liking you, and trusting you. Personal branding here. This is stuff you can't measure. This is based on vibes. This is based on feelings. And this is also a long-term trust mechanism. So this is not something that is going to directly get people in your business today. But if you do this stuff for the next 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, that's when you're going to get people in based upon this. This is a long-term game, your personal branding. This is something that is based upon people getting to know you. And the same applies with a relationship, with a marriage, with a friendship. The more time people spend with you, the more they see about you personally, your values, your beliefs, your opinions, your point of views, the more your personal brand is going to grow over time. It's inch by inch by inch. Whereas on the other side of the scale, we have direct response marketing. These are literally two ends of the spectrum when it comes to your content. Again, based on vibes, can't measure this, no real intent. It's about getting yourself out in the world. Direct response, this is measured. You use metrics. You put a piece of content out, you look at what the metrics did, and you can gauge how well that piece of content did. Can't do that, right? You can't gauge how well something's done based upon you being you, because it's you being you. You can't measure that. The next one is it's got a specific purpose. This is the type of content like value post, social proof, objection handling, all these types of posts that you see that need to do a job in your target's market mind. They all have purpose. They all have intention. They're trying to move someone along a buying timeline. They're trying to move someone to work closer with you. And so this is something that is faster. It's not saying it's fast, but it's much faster than personal branding. So with this here, is actually every piece of content you make, you need to consider what is the purpose of this? How can we measure this? Again, things like social proof, value proof. It can be then obviously objection handling, anything in regards to that we think, right, this has a purpose to it. And so this is two ends of the spectrum. My belief is that you want to have a nice balance between the two. Not too heavy on personal branding, but enough that, again, people know you, like you, and trust you. But then not too heavy on direct response, because you might not enjoy that. You're not going to share your personality. You're going to not get creative. But even so, you can cross these two over. You can get your personal branding while you're delivering the message of direct response. You can insert direct response inadvertently inside some of the personal branding you do. But that'll be sort of the next level of all this, right? For now, we're just focusing on what these two things mean. And so if you see content creators that have currently got 100,000 followers and they can sell anything, it seems, they have a very strong personal brand. That's what personal branding is. The ability to be able to almost sell anything, because people trust you, know you, like you well enough that no matter what you do, you're going to be in their favor and you can sell whatever you want to them, generally speaking. But then direct response is more about focused, intentional content based around one subject, one matter. And this is where you become sort of the expert within that niche, if you like. And so this is where it comes in. You may have heard people say recently that you are the niche. That's kind of personal branding, right? You talk about anything you're interested in. It's building your like ecosystem, if you like, of your personal brand. But then you've got people that say, you are not the niche. You need to be specific. You need to be niche down. That's where this lives. And so combining the two, you want to live here, because this will give you the most broad approach to attracting people in, making people know you, like, and trust you, but also selling to them at the same time. And also, if we get personal branding in there, it's almost like an insurance policy, so that if you do decide to change niche or your business or the service you're providing, you've got the backup of the personal branding. And so these two things here, short term, long term, measured, can't measure, combine the two. These are the avenues you want to live within when it comes to your content. If you are interested in this is exactly what I help my coaches with, defining where you live on this category and how we can apply it to your business. So below, drop me the word growth room in Instagram, or join our email list where we've got 7 days to tell you exactly how to grow your business. But other than that, hope this has been beneficial.